Hey everyone, and a happy new year. I hope you've all been keeping well. We're already into the middle of January, and yeah, so just going to go over some real quick things. I hope you had a good Christmas and New Year's and everything. Not really too much to talk about with that. I'll get onto the Babylon 5 stuff in a second. A little bit of a rant against Paramount Plus, who, of course, there was that debacle at the end of last year when they pulled Star Trek Discovery off of Netflix. So they get you to sign up to Paramount Plus because that's where all the new Star Trek shows are going to be living. And I don't know what's going on in Australia, but Prodigy is supposed to have its episodes out on there, and we've only got 1 to 5 at the moment. So thanks for getting us on board, only to not give us the new content. Also, you can watch Star Trek Discovery Season 4 on there just fine, but if you want to watch episodes from Seasons 1 to 3, they're not there. And of course you can't access them on Netflix, so it's still a mess what's going on there, but you know, hopefully they sort that out soon. I finally got my space dock model from Eagle Moss. That was supposed to have come out ages ago when they finally backfilled it. You know, Eagle Moss is really weird with their customer service. The Battlestars from Battlestar Galactica are still out of stock 18 months after they were originally released on the Australian store. I ended up having to get mine from overseas sellers, not even from Eagle Moss themselves, just because God knows if or when they were ever going to come back, and well, here we go, they're not in stock. So there's my Star Trek rant on at the moment. We'll see how things go with Picard and Strange New Worlds later in the year. But onto the B5 reboot, we've had some interesting news. Apparently the network, CW in America, is apparently there's been rumors swirling around that it's going to be sold, and so we're wondering what kind of impact this may have on the B5 reboot. JMS has said that we shouldn't be too concerned about that, but of course, you know, it's I suppose it's just something that'll hang out there. I mean, these sales of networks can take some time, of course. But then you do have to think of shows that don't survive when a network is sold. If the new management don't see a place for it in their schedule, then it could be gone. So I suppose, you know, we have a little bit of reason to be concerned. JMS doesn't seem to think so. So we'll go with what he says, I suppose, and see what happens there. But the more exciting news is from a tweet that he sent out a few days ago, where he says that the pilot script is done. It's approved and there's no need for any revisions, which is great. That's kind of how he rolled back in the day with the original B5. He's waiting on a formal yes or no and then a production order by the end of January. So this is exciting. This is good news, and now we can all start speculating as to what is the pilot going to cover. The original one, The Gathering, brought everybody together as Babylon 5 came online. So how different is this one going to be? I think there's been hints already that Jeffrey Sinclair isn't going to be the main character. It is going to start with John Sheridan. So there's already a change that we should expect. But yeah, as for how the story goes, will it be bringing together all the ambassadors like it did in the first run, or will this be a completely different premise? Yeah, let's start. Well, I'm sure the speculation's already started, but yeah, it'll be really interesting to see how this starts to unfold, and all the casting, all the announcements that are going to come with this as the months go on. Exciting times. So that's really about it. A real quick one to say, hey 2022, and to just talk quickly about some sci-fi stuff. As more stuff comes along, I will see you guys then. Alright, take care. Bye.